Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. Welcome to EnglishEverest.com, IELTS Speaking Improvement Lessons with me, your teacher, Trevor Gordon. And today, this is another in the Speaking Part 2 videos. And today's topic is, describe a job you would not like to do in the future. And you can probably guess that from the pictures I've chosen a politician. Here's a government room. You've probably seen this in your own country. Every country has a parliament building, which you obviously would generally see on TV, and politicians. So you should say what the job is, how it's done, how you know about it, and why you would not like to do it. Remember, important, not like to do it. So, compared to other topics where you have a bit more flexibility, because you only have a minute to prepare, you can only really write notes for one topic, because if you write about 3 or 4 different jobs, they could all be different, and you would have to write about each different aspect of each job. So my advice is choose one job and make your notes relating to that job. I've chosen a politician and I've answered the question. So how does he do the job, or how does she do the job? They look at information, listen to people, make decisions which affect millions of people. In fact, it affects most of the country. In fact, nearly all of the country. How do you know about it? Because it's all around us, and it affects us every day, both young people and old people. Why wouldn't you like to do it? Because people will always disagree with your decisions. It's a huge responsibility, and it affects people's lives. Okay, next, the vocabulary. So vocabulary related to this particular topic is politics, government, decisions, effect, responsibility, damned if you do, damned if you don't, power, play God, juggling, protest, maintain a balance. So stop the video, check what these expressions and words mean, and of course if you have your own vocabulary, please add it. If you're going to choose this job, then you may have some other vocabulary that you can use. This vocabulary I've given to help you, so you do not have to use it, but you can. So let's begin. Follow along, try to memorize. Remember, when I say memorize, I mean memorize some of the expressions, because a lot of them will be to do with jobs, not necessarily this job, but a lot of the expressions and the things in here will relate to different kind of jobs, like responsibilities, what you do, etc. So try to obtain in your memory some of these expressions so that you can use them in other areas. Okay, a job which I would definitely never like to do is that of a politician. There are millions of people in most countries, and the government and its politicians have the responsibility of ruling them. They have to make decisions every day which affect millions of people's lives. They literally play God. The population votes these people into power and relies on them to make good decisions for the people. Decisions which make life better for everyone. However, what is good for one person may not benefit another person. And this is why I would not like to do this role. Voting is done to decide on everything which governs the citizens, and the men and women who do this have to also take the criticism which goes along with the role. People will also protest against you. The reasons I know about this particular position is that, as I said before, it affects everyone from kids to adults, even though adults really pay attention to it. Ministers are always on TV and in the news for the things they do, and most people want to be kept up to date with what's going on, as their livelihood is governed by this. These people are also famous, even if they don't want to be. Well, no, they have no choice. The reasons I would hate to be in this position are that A, you cannot win. This means that there will always be someone who hates you no matter what you do. Another is, this is a huge responsibility that I would not want. It's not part of my character to have to upset people and be tough mentally. You have to be able to accept criticisms levelled against you and not get angry. This is what the people expect from you. The expression, damned if you do and damned if you don't, apply perfectly to this job. Whatever you decide to do, you'll be damned by one side. So if whatever you do, one side will not like it, the other side will. If you make a different decision, the other side will like it, but the original side won't. So you will always be in this position. So to sum up, I would definitely never want to be in this position. There are many, much better jobs out there. Okay, so remember the focus of the questions is on the job and why you would not do it. Remember, not why I would do it. Don't make that mistake. There's a lot of descriptive words that you can use, so try and put a lot of descriptive things that talk about your character, why you wouldn't do it, because it's partly about your character. Talk about the job, what your job entails, the reasons why you would not like to do it. So there's a lot of scope for you in there. And remember, if you can't think of a real activity, choose this one, or you can choose something that you know about. But again, this takes practice because it's not an unusual topic, but because you have only 1 minute to prepare, you need to think about the job very quickly, and you also need to be able to describe it. So I think preparation and looking at different jobs would help you in the long run. So that's the end of this lesson. Thank you very much. If you want to book classes with us, please go to our website, englisheverest.com, englisheverest.com/ZH for our Chinese students. So thank you for your time, and I will see you in the next video.